The list. The envelope had no return address. Just my name. Handwritten. Not printed. Not typed. Handwritten. I knew that handwriting. Because it was mine. Inside was a single sheet of paper. And on it, a list of names. 37 names. The last one wasn't crossed out. It was mine. I didn't believe in curses. I didn't believe in haunted objects. And I definitely didn't believe in destiny. Until my aunt died and left me her house. I hadn't seen her in 12 years. She lived alone, in a rural town that barely existed on maps. The will was simple. The house belonged to me. Everything inside it was mine. But there was one condition. I had to stay there for 7 nights. Alone. If I left before the 7th sunrise, the property would be donated to the town. I almost laughed when the lawyer read it. 7 nights? Easy. I didn't know the house would remember me. The town had no traffic lights. No visible shops. Just rows of houses with curtains drawn. When I stopped for gas, the clerk didn't make eye contact. When I mentioned the address, he froze, then said something strange. Don't let it learn your name. I laughed. He didn't. It wasn't large. 2 floors. Wooden siding. Front porch. The kind of house that looks normal in daylight, but wrong at dusk. The front door was unlocked. Inside, dust, still air, and silence so thick it felt padded. On the wall in the hallway, a framed list. 37 names. All crossed out. Except one. Mine. The first night was quiet. Too quiet. No insects outside. No wind. No distant cars. At 2:17 a.m., I heard whispering. Not words. Just syllables. Repeating. Soft. Close to my ear. I turned on the lamp. Silence. But on the bedside table, a new piece of paper. One name had been crossed out. Not mine. Someone else's. I didn't remember that name being there before. The rules. I found a notebook in the kitchen drawer. Handwriting. Again mine. But older. Messier. It said. Rules. Do not speak your full name aloud. Do not respond if it calls you. Do not sleep in the same room twice. If you hear 3 knocks, leave that room immediately. It learns through repetition. I closed the notebook. I didn't remember writing it. The house shifted. Not physically. Spatially. The hallway felt longer. The bathroom door was on the wrong side. The mirror reflected the room, but slightly delayed. When I blinked, my reflection blinked a fraction too late. And behind me, for just a second, I saw someone standing in the doorway, watching. 3 knocks. From inside the closet. Slow. Measured. I froze. 3 knocks again. I remembered the rule. Leave the room. I stepped into the hallway, and the closet door opened behind me. Slowly. By itself. Inside. Nothing. Except another piece of paper. Another name crossed out. By night 3, the whispering formed syllables. By night 4, it formed fragments of my voice. By night 5, it called my name. Not loudly. Softly. Testing it. Like it was tasting the shape of it. And every time it said my name, something in the house changed. Doors disappeared. Windows moved. Shadows thickened. On the 6th night, I found a door at the end of the hallway. There hadn't been a door there before. It was slightly open. Inside, a small room. Bare walls. A single chair. And on the wall, the list. All 37 names crossed out, including mine. But I was still standing there. Still breathing. So who? Had it crossed out? I heard footsteps behind me. My footsteps. Matching mine. I didn't turn around. Because I understood. The house didn't kill people. It replaced them. It learned your name. Learned your voice. Learned your movements. And when it knew you perfectly, it no longer needed you. You became a name on the wall. Crossed out. The final night. 2:17 a.m. No whispering. No knocking. No shifting walls. Just stillness. The worst kind. Because stillness means completion. I felt it behind me. Breathing. Perfectly synchronized. My voice whispered from the dark. Say it. My full name. I didn't move. It stepped closer. Say it. The house creaked. The walls tightened. The air thinned. I turned around. And I saw myself. Exact. Perfect. Not distorted. Not monstrous. Just me. But calm. Confident. Finished learning. It smiled. I don't need to ask anymore. And it spoke my full name. Out loud. The house vibrated. The list on the wall scratched. And I felt myself. Thin. Like paper. Like ink drying. Like memory fading. The town hasn't changed. The gas clerk still avoids eye contact. The house still stands. Someone new lives there now. They received a letter yesterday. No return address. Handwritten. Inside. A list. 38 names. The last one, not crossed out. And somewhere inside the house, something practices saying it. Slowly, carefully, so it doesn't mispronounce it.